Well, hey there, guys. How you guys doing on this? It is, well, I guess it's now, it's now technically Thursday morning as I, get the time to record this. And yeah, so I hope you guys are having a decent day. What I wanted to do is I wanted to look through and show off all of the player jerseys that I have, all the NHL player jerseys that I have. I have a few of them. I have a little more than I honestly thought I did, and yeah, so I wanted to kind of show you guys the players that I have, and I was trying to think of a particular order to do these in, but I was like, do I start with the oldest to the newest players, or should I just kind of jump around? And I guess I'll just kind of, I think I'll maybe just kind of jump around a little bit, and yeah. So let's do the first one. And the first one we'll start off with. Now, of course, I mean I've been around a while, so this was one of my favorite players growing up watching hockey as a kid. We'll start off with this is my Mario Lemieux. This is the mid '80s, the early to mid '80s look. The cool looking skating penguin there looked real good. The numbers were on the shoulders, not on the sleeves, and it honestly, I mean, this was a decent look. I really like this. It's a lot of yellow. I do like how they did the Lemieux nameplate up there. I think that looks absolutely cool, and yeah, a very very cool looking Lemieux jersey. Then we get into the look that everybody knows of the Pittsburgh Penguins. This, of course, is the early '90s look. This is, of course, my other Mario Lemieux one, and yeah, this look everybody is real familiar with, and this is when they won back-to-back Stanley Cups in 1991 and 1992. I have the 1992 Finals patch on this, which I thought definitely added a little bit to it, and yeah, Mario Lemieux, his Stanley Cup winning look. And then we have the Mario Lemieux look when he returned. When he returned to the game and wore this jersey. This was, of course, this started out as their alternate, because I believe they had the Robo Penguin at the time, and then this came out as an alternate. And this look, I love this jersey. This look is incredible. The way they have the way they kind of have the stripes here, everything. This is pretty cool. Of course, this is that goldish type color, and of course the customization on this was fabulous. Of course, the Robo Penguin on the shoulder, and this is a fantastic jersey. Of course, it's a Coho, and yeah, I was so excited to see him come out of retirement, and this was during a time when the Penguins were awful, and I mean awful. This is the jersey that led up to the Sidney Crosby draft, and yeah, Mario looked fantastic in this, and let's just say what they went to when Reebok came in was a big downgrade compared to this one. This particular one I got in a Cool Hockey mystery box. I got the Nashville Predators Reverse Retro 2, with Roman Josi on the back. I thought that was pretty cool. When this came, because I have the blank version already, and this was, of course, during a time when Cool Hockey was doing the mystery boxes were, basically get customized jersey. And so obviously I went and did one, and yeah, I got Roman Josi, the captain of the Nashville Predators. Now, one thing I always loved about Nashville's colors, or Nashville's customization, back before they went to the guitar strings, is just the little, how this looks. The customization looks fabulous, and it's the same on the sleeves too, and it looks cool. It really does. It is a good look, and I think it's fantastic. I mean, Roman Josi, not too bad. And then we have this one, which this ended up being kind of a foretelling of a future rebrand. This is, of course, the Centennial game jersey for the Boston Bruins. David Pastrnak. Now, I remember doing a video. I was talking about which one of these I wanted to get, because they had Pastrnak and they had Marchand. And I'm like, God, what one do I want to get? I ended up settling for Pastrnak. Good choice. But now, of course, seeing what Marchand's now, I'm like, God, I kind of wish I would have gotten Marchand. I'm kind of wishing I'd have gotten Marchand. But I will say this is a really, really cool look. Of course, the inside the neckline, the little hanger effect. Game 1, Boston Bruins and the Montreal Maroons. This, of course, is a Fanatics Premium. And it's an interesting, and it ended up becoming what they're going to be going to starting next year. And that is, of course, now they're bringing back this type of striping. They're also, the yellow does not go all the way down, but it is this logo. It looks fabulous, and yeah, it's gonna look. Just seeing it in pictures, it looks really nice. The only thing that I wish they would have done is, with the new look, is adopt the yellow. Have the yellow neckline. Other than that, the rebrand is awesome. The rebrand will be awesome. Of course, there's the Centennial patch, and yeah, this jersey looks fantastic, and yeah, David Pastrnak. I remember when I got this one, I was so happy. I was so happy when I was able to snag this one, because the player on it, I mean, he embodied this team. This, of course, Detroit Red Wings, Mr. Hockey, Gordie Howe. Absolutely fantastic. This jersey, I was so happy when I was able to get this, because I wasn't sure if I was going to be able to get it, because it was the last one. It was the last one, and I believe I got this through Ben, I think. And I remember this is the last one that he had. And I was so fortunate that I was able to get this one. It looks incredible. Number 9. Just an incredible look. Gordie Howe, Mr. Hockey. And yeah, it looks so nice. And of course, the lettering here, there's no nameplate. It's just it's all sewn onto the jersey. And you probably can see right there. There's the outlines of the lettering there. And yeah, because Detroit's never really done nameplates. They always sew them right onto the jersey, and it looks fabulous. And yeah, very, very, very happy I was able to get a Gordie Howe one. This particular one, I remember getting, I believe my mom got me this for, I believe it was Christmas one year. And I remember I saw it in a store. We were in a sports store in Fargo. I'm trying to remember when exactly it was. I believe I was in college. I think I was in college at the time. And I saw this, and I saw that it was in my size, and I absolutely I was like, oh my god, oh my god, oh my god. I was just beside myself because I was like, I so wanted it. And then of course I looked at how much it cost, and I remember showing my mom, and my mom's like, it's a little steep. But this jersey kind of look familiar. The guy on the back, Bobby Orr. Like I said, when I saw this jersey, and I saw the fact, I saw it said I saw Orr on it, the number 4, and then I immediately went and looked at the tag, and when I saw that tag said 2XL, yeah, I was like a little kid. I was just so giddy. And like I said, then I looked at the price tag, and I was just like, ooh, it was not cheap. This was, oh God, I bet this was 200. This was at least 200 at the time. And this, of course, this was during the vintage line. This is the vintage. This is when they were doing the vintage CCM throwbacks, which still are the most fantastic jerseys. These are terrific. But yeah, this was at least $200, at least. And somehow, I mean, my mom, she found ways. And yeah, this ended up being I believe a Christmas present, and I couldn't believe she was able to snag it. And I still don't know how this didn't fly off the shelf. How this didn't fly off the shelf, I'd never know. But no, she snagged this for me, and this was, of course, the Heroes of Hockey line that they were doing. And yeah, absolutely awesome jersey, great look. Number 4, Bobby Orr, and just an incredible story behind how I got this one. This is another one from the Heroes of Hockey line that they did in the vintage collection. This being, of course, you might recognize the Stanley Cup patch. This is, of course, Patrick Roy. This jersey is sweet. I'm trying to now where I got this one. Oh God, where did I get this one? I want to say I got it in a store. I mean, obviously I got it in a store, but I'm like, where exactly I got? I don't exactly remember right offhand where I got this, but this is another jersey I've had for a long time. And of course, as I looked at some of these, I'm like, because it's been a while since I've worn a lot of these, so they've just been hanging up. And yeah, the neckline's getting a little dirty, so I gotta put some of these in the wash, and on just like a quick wash, just like a quick wash in cold water, and yeah, Montreal Canadiens, legendary Patrick Roy, absolutely awesome, great looking jersey. Like I said, some of these I am definitely going to have to put in the laundry because yeah, they're a little. Some of them got a little dirty, but still looks fantastic. This one I got. This I got this I think a few years ago. This I believe I also got through Ben H Sports, and because he had some of these, and it was fantastic. And this, of course, I wouldn't mind if they brought this back. I know they never will, but I think it would make an incredible looking alternate, especially in the Fanatics premium and authentic pro. I think this could make a very interesting looking alternate. Now, like I said, they won't ever go back to this logo. I don't think we'll ever see this jersey again, even though this jersey is fabulous. This, of course, is Doug Gilmour. Absolutely amazing looking jersey. And this is the 1980. This is the this he wore this right. I mean, this was right before they made their conference final trip in 1993. So I mean, that's when they went to the other looking Leafs jersey that most of us all know and recognize. I mean, they still had this logo, but yeah, Doug Gilmour, he wore this, and yeah, that Leafs team there in the early '90s, man, how cool would it have been in 1993? How cool would it have been if it would have been Montreal and Toronto in the Stanley Cup? Oh, that would have been fun. I would have I would have thoroughly enjoyed that series if that would have happened. But a guy that is going to be coming up here shortly was one of the main drivers as to why these guys in 1993 came up just a little short. Now this jersey and player I particularly like. This jersey is one of the most fantastic looking jerseys that is out there, and apparently is going to be making a comeback for this particular team's 30th anniversary. What team is that? The Quebec Nordiques. What is the player? Joe Sakic, the head guy for the Colorado Avalanche. And apparently, we still haven't heard any real official announcement, but the story's out there that this jersey will be making a comeback for the Colorado Avalanche's 30th anniversary. It's crazy to think that they have been the Colorado Avalanche for 30 years, and they wore this jersey for a long time. And this, I mean, any hockey fan out there wants this team back. They want to see this team come back. I don't see it. I don't see it happening. That has given me an idea for a video that I could do about the Nordiques on reasons why, on basically the pros and cons of them coming back or not coming back. And this is another one of the jerseys, as you can probably see here, because a lot of these are just hanging up. And I took that down, and I'm like, and it's one thing about white. White just shows it off. So I'm like, yeah, I got to run this through a wash, little quick wash, and spray a little OxyClean on that, run it through a little quick wash, and that'll clean up very nicely. But yeah, this jersey I remember I got through Hockey Authentic. The first purchase I ever made through Hockey Authentic was this. I was looking on their site. Somehow I came across their site, and I was looking around, and I saw that they had a Quebec Nordiques jersey, and I was like, oh. And then I saw that it was Joe Sakic, and I had always kind of wanted I had always wanted a Sakic Nordiques jersey. And again, when I saw then what the size was, I said, I got to snag that. And again, not cheap. Probably 220, 230, I think. But yeah, to have a Joe Sakic jersey, yeah, very, 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 very pleased to have gotten this one. And yeah, this was the jersey. This was my introduction to Hockey Authentic, and just how good of a job that they do in their customization. You can probably see the red threading there. They make it look good. They make it look good, and I've gotten a couple of jerseys now through Hockey Authentic, and yeah, they do tremendous work. So yeah, if you're looking for a particular player or whatever, yeah, check out Hockey Authentic. They do fantastic work. And again, we're still waiting for the official announcement, but apparently this is going to be the Colorado Avalanche's 30th anniversary jersey. And if that is the case, if that is proven to be official, yeah, I will be getting this in a Fanatics for sure. This particular player, I was very, very, very happy to see how his career finished, because it was looking like for a long time that he was never going to be able to capture that Stanley Cup. And I was always like, God, it would have been cool if he could have won the Stanley Cup. It would have been cool if he could have won the Stanley Cup with this particular team, but he didn't. And of course, this is Ray Bourque, the Boston Bruins. This is this particular Boston Bruins jersey with the Pooh Bear on the shoulder. And yeah, this jersey is, what a look. The customization on this is just, the three colors, it just looks so nice. And it pops so much. The black customization on the sleeves, it's an incredible look. It really is. The Captain C, of course, the Bruins logo. This jersey is just a thing of beauty. And yeah, like I said, I wasn't sure if he was ever going to win the Stanley Cup, because the Bruins at the time were not very good, and it just, for him to win a Stanley Cup, he was going to have to go elsewhere, and yeah, he ended up going elsewhere, but yeah, this jersey, such a great look, absolutely fantastic. Now, of course, I said that he had to go somewhere else to win that Stanley Cup. And where did he go? He went to Colorado. He won a Stanley Cup in Colorado. Of course, there is the Stanley Cup patch, 2001, the alternate Captain A on there, and yeah, absolutely fantastic. This was another jersey that my mom shelled out some pretty big coin to get. This, I remember, we got through River City Sports, which unfortunately I don't think is around anymore. They were a sports apparel outfit up in Canada that did jersey customization and stuff like that. And yeah, they did this jersey, and it's such a phenomenal look. The A on there is gorgeous. I mean, just the way that they do. I mean, the silver is that sparkling silver. It looks really nice, and of course, River City Sports was the place where I found out that you could get the finals patches, because I had always wanted the finals patches, but they were never sold anywhere. And then I found River City Sports, and I started getting catalogs from them, and they had all the patches. That's where I got my 1991 Stanley Cup patch for my North Star jersey. I got all of these early patches like that. I got from there. And of course, now you can get them pretty much anywhere, because National Emblem basically, they make them, and they're exactly what they look like on the ice. So because they're the ones who make them. So yeah, my Ray Bourque 2001 Colorado Avalanche jersey, Stanley Cup champion, the Yeti foot, of course, on the shoulder, and yeah, such a cool. I mean, when he skated the Stanley Cup, I'll tell you, I was. Let's just say I had some tears. I had some tears coming down my face, and yeah, just absolutely phenomenal. Of course, this is a Koho. Again, back when the jerseys were made fantastically, and yeah, so yep, my Ray Bourque 2001 Stanley Cup champion Colorado Avalanche jersey. Now we get to one of the all-time greatest players to ever lace up a pair of skates. And this jersey, I remember when I got this jersey, I remember I saw this at Dave's Sports Shop in Spring Lake Park, back when I was living up in Anoka at the time. I saw this jersey, and I saw how much they were charging for it, and I literally thought, my God, I'm stealing from them, because what they were charging for this was unbelievable. This, of course, Edmonton Oilers, my Wayne Gretzky jersey, my Oilers Gretzky jersey. The price tag they had on this, I mean, you would think, especially, I mean, this again, from this was, if you can see, we'll just take that off the hanger. This again, part of the Heroes of Hockey line, through the vintage CCMs, and I mean, you would think. I mean, you're talking the great one here. You're thinking, 200, at least 220, at least 210, 220. No, they had the tag they had on this jersey, if I remember right, was, I believe, $125. $125 for Wayne Gretzky? Are you kidding me? Yeah. I snapped this jersey up as quick as I could, and I remember running out the store, because I thought I just stole this thing for what I paid for it. That's a steal. I thought, my God, I better get this to the car. Do I got cops behind me? Thinking, I'm just waiting for somebody to go running out, because I'm like, I literally just stole this thing. The price, I mean, $125 for this, for Wayne Gretzky? Are you kidding me? Yeah, I was shocked, absolutely shocked that they had this jersey for that cheap. And yeah, needless to say, I remember a number of times. I remember people wanting to buy this thing right off my back. And I was like, nope, wasn't going to do it. I mean, it was interesting. People were wanting to literally buy this right off my back because it looked so good. And I mean, it's the great one. So yeah, that definitely one of my pride and joys from my collection. And yeah, they don't call him the great one for nothing. But yeah, $125. Yeah, tell me in the comments. Do you not think that that's a steal for this, for Wayne Gretzky? I considered it a steal. Now this one, it escapes me where exactly I bought this one from, but this one is a pretty cool looking jersey too. Of course, we all know, when Gretzky left Edmonton, he went to Los Angeles, and he was wearing this jersey, and it was this particular customization. It was just the grayish silver and white, and of course the numbers you had, of course, just the black and the silver there. And again, I'm not exactly sure where I got this one from, but I was very, very happy to have gotten this one. And of course, this again, because I tried to take advantage of these as much as I could. Of course, the Heroes of Hockey line through CCM. And this was another absolutely fantastic looking jersey. And it's Wayne Gretzky. It's basically the style that he wore from his very first year there. And yeah, looks absolutely fabulous. Now, you might say, do you have a second one? Yes, I do. This one, this is the style that he had in 1993. It's when they went to the 3-color, when they added the black to the numbers. And it's just the one color lettering on the nameplate. And of course, this, like I said, this was the style that he wore in 1993 when he prevented what everybody thought was going to be an All Canada final, and yeah, he kind of put a stop to that. Now, of course, they ended up getting absolutely destroyed by the Montreal Canadiens in that final, but before Wayne Gretzky got to LA, people were like, LA Kings? Who are they? Nobody knew. They're like who? He vitalized that city. He basically gave this team an identity. And I mean, celebrities would come out, and it was insane. The vibes that he put out, and the sellouts were incredible. But I mean, yeah, you go and you look, there's the two different looks. The style that he had when he first got there, and then the style that he had in 1993. They both look fantastic. And yeah, just tremendous, just a tremendous player. and a pretty good look for the LA Kings. And of course, I say, such a good look for the LA Kings that the LA Kings have gone back to that now. That is basically what they went back to the old chevron logo. The only update they really did was they did an updated crown, which they went to the crown design that they had from their first year. And I gotta admit, I like those LA King jerseys, especially with the silver, the sparkling silver. Yeah, looks really nice. But we move on because Gretzky played for a couple more teams. He only played 1 year here. St. Louis. It's the St. Louis Blues, my St. Louis Blues jersey. And yeah, the Captain C. This is fabulous. This, of course, I got done from the guy. His name's Mike. Through his Instagram name is Vaderstrom Jerseys, and the work he does is incredible. This is so nice. He is, and it's not an outrageous price. I mean, he does it all on his own. He's very good at sewing, as you can probably tell. But yeah, this is just an absolutely fabulous jersey. And yeah, Gretzky was only there for the 1 year. He was only there for the 1 year. He was the captain. And yeah, St. Louis, I mean it was interesting. I mean, you look at the way they had to do the numbers, just because of the way the jersey was with the angle of the design here, and it was definitely an interesting look. I did like this jersey. I thought this jersey was really cool. The red on it, a lot of people didn't really like the red for the Blues, but the red to me makes this, especially on the logo, just makes it pop just that much more. It is a fabulous look. The jersey is awesome. And of course, I had always wanted to get, at least one Gretzky jersey for all the teams that he played for. And yeah. So there is St. Louis. And yeah, only the 1 year he played there, but it was impactful. But Wayne had one more stop left. He had one more stop left in his amazing career. This, of course, the New York Rangers. This is the one team he was not the captain for. The captain was Mark Messier. But this, man, woo-hoo, does this look really pretty. I mean, the drop shadow. I mean, the customization the New York Rangers have always done is incredible. I mean, the way the numbers look, kind of that drop shadow look, it's so nice. It is such a nice, it's so nice how they do that. And again, this jersey, I'm trying to remember where exactly I got this one from. Oh, was this a Sports K? This might have been a Sports K. This one might have been a Sports K jersey. I'm not entirely positive. But yeah, this look, Wayne Gretzky, absolutely fantastic. And yeah. So I have a Gretzky, I have at least one Gretzky jersey for all the teams that he played for, all four of them. And yeah, New York Rangers, absolutely incredible. Like I said, the customization they do with the drop shadow, it looks fabulous. And yeah, it looks incredible. Now we got the last couple here. The last couple here And and these are really cool too. Now we had Wayne Gretzky, who was the greatest goal scorer of all time until this kid from Russia came into the NHL named Alexander Ovechkin. Now, of course, this was the look that he rocked his first year, the first couple of years when he was in Washington. When he wore this jersey, we had no clue about what was to come. This, of course, is a fantastic look. I personally would love to see a return to this. A return to this. I mean, maybe not necessarily in these colors. I think a jersey like this would look fantastic in the red, white, and blue, with the Capitol building being in red, white, and blue like it is on the Reverse Retro 1. I think that would look fantastic. But yeah, we had no clue how good he was going to be. This jersey, I remember, this was another one that I got through Ben from Ben H Sports, and yeah, such a cool look. I mean, the copper is such a nice look. It's very, it's very shimmery. I mean, you can see how nice the light reflects off it. It's really nice. And again, the Capitol building looks really nice. Of course, the two reverse retros that they have used, of course, have the Screaming Eagle logo on it with the Capitol building on the shoulders. And again, CCM just always did these jerseys so nice, because even here, I mean, you look at the threading. It's kind of a very shiny thread, but I mean, you can see in the light. Look at how that looks. It shines so cool. And and when they went to Reebok, it just oh the Reebok days. Oh, the Reebok days. But yeah, that was a fantastic look. And of course, the last one, this one, I just recently picked up because I did not have an Ovechkin in the current logo, the current jersey. And I remember I got this. I traded a couple of jerseys to get this one, and this and one other. And yeah, this looks amazing. Absolutely amazing. And I just recently had, going through Vaderstrom, I got the patch. Because when I got this, it did not have the patch on it. So I ordered the patch, and yeah. So I got the Stanley Cup Final patch on here, and it looks absolutely incredible. Absolutely incredible. And this, of course, a lot of people are not crazy about the look of this jersey, which I can fully understand. This needs to be on the front. If you take this jersey and flip them, put this logo on the front of this, how sweet would that look? That would literally make this jersey look even better. I mean, it's not bad. I mean, it's not horrible, but I mean, a lot of people they're not crazy about the way the design is. And they've had this. I mean, they had this all the way through Reebok. This is what they went to when they went to Reebok. They went all the way through Reebok, all the way through Adidas, and they still have it now in Fanatics. And again, They use the Weagle logo on almost everything. T-shirts, hats, everything. Why can you not get this on the front of a Capitals jersey? To me, that would look incredible. And and of course, as I'm talking about that, how I got that in a trade, I forgot one. This was the other one that I got in that trade with the Ovechkin jersey. Chris Letang. Chris Letang, the Penguins alternate. You know, that's not bad. You know, of course the skating Penguin logo on the shoulder looks this looks pretty cool. And yeah, this was the other one that I got in that trade. So yeah, I basically got these jerseys in a trade for a couple of my Climalites that somebody really wanted, and yeah, so not too bad. And of course, I believe they are going away from this. The Penguins, I think they're going to a new alternate, from what I was hearing. Now, of course, again, no updates. I personally would not mind seeing the Robo Penguin come back. I don't know if they will, but you know, there's still some jersey news out there that we're not quite sure of. You know, I mean, you know, the talk of Pittsburgh coming with a new alternate. Of course, the Colorado Avalanche apparently going to a Blue Nordiques for their 30th anniversary. Man, will that look fantastic if they do that. And yeah, so that is my player jersey collection. Those are all the jerseys that I have with player names and numbers on them. And yeah, which one of those do you guys like? Do you like, which jersey do you like better? I thought about trying to rank them. That might be a little hard. But maybe that's something I could look at maybe doing, at a later date. Maybe I'll go through them and try to maybe rank them a little bit, and try to rank them. But yeah, let me know in the comments, which one do you guys like better? Which one's the best? Which one do you guys think is the best looking? And yeah, as it took 48 minutes here to go through all these. I could have, I suppose I could have broke it up in a couple different videos, but I kind of wanted to show all of them off at once. So hopefully, when you guys watch it, hopefully you can get, you have a little time and, go all the way through. And again, let me know, which one do you guys like best? I think they all look fantastic. They're all awesome. And, I'm very, very, very fortunate to have them in my collection. What ones do you guys like best? Let me know. Hit that like button. Only takes a second. Definitely helps out the channel. Lets the algorithm know that people are interested in the channel. Also, subscribe to the channel. That would be fantastic. I would love you so much if you did that. Also, let your friends know about the channel if they love hockey. If they love, hockey content, hockey jerseys, anything hockey related, tell them about the channel. The door to Larry's House of Hockey is open to everyone at any time. And yeah, so, and also share this video. Go ahead and share this with everyone that you know on the World Wide Web. And to be notified of future videos, hit that little bell. That will notify you anytime future videos are uploaded. And yeah, so my NHL player jersey collection, which one do you guys like best? Let me know in the comments. Like, comment, subscribe, share the videos. I will see you guys later.